Worldwide, the Muslim population will increase 73% by 2050. Meanwhile, Christians will increase by 35% and Hindus by 34% in the same period. Pew estimates that as of 2010, Muslims numbered 1.6 billion, or 23% of the world population. The study projects Islam will surpass Christianity as the world's largest religion by the end of the century.
That's in a country where Islam remains the fastest growing religion.
Islam is going to overtake Christianity in the number of believers in the world.
How can Islam be the world's fastest growing religion if it's not the truth?
There will be more Muslims in the world than Christians. For the first time, that's happening now. It is especially critical at this time.
Now, meanwhile, the country's second largest religion, Islam, is growing faster than ever, with some studies suggesting it's on the way to becoming the dominant faith.
Other people. The report also highlights that in that same amount of time, the number of Muslims in the world are expected to match the number of Christians and become the world's largest religion by the end of the century.
A major takeaway is that by 2050, the number of Muslims around the world will nearly equal the number of Christians, as Islam will grow faster than any other major world religion.
So in less than 200 years, Islam went from not existing to being the religious and political organizing principle of one of the largest empires in the world. And that story begins in the 7th century CE, when the angel Gabriel appeared to Muhammad, a 40-ish guy who made his living as a caravan trader, and told him to begin reciting the word of God.
And of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
New figures show that the UK's official religion is declining faster than was previously thought. Worshippers are aging, and for the first time ever, fewer than half under the age of 25 describe themselves as Christian.
The decline of churches in the UK is long term. It just happens to be now approaching really rock bottom. So 95% of people don't attend a church on an average Sunday.
According to that same population projection, Muslims are the only major religious group expected to grow faster than the global population as a whole. And here's another point worth mentioning. By the year 2050, India, still a Hindu majority, is expected to have the world's largest Muslim population, even surpassing Indonesia.
In the toughest jails in America, black prisoners are listening to a new voice of authority.
Praise be to Allah, Lord of the worlds, the beneficent, the merciful.
Thousands of hardened criminals are turning to Allah.
Alone we seek for help. Show us the straight path.
All over the country, black Americans are converting to Islam, now the fastest growing religion in the United States.